I was using the radio to contact Father. Jack suddenly rushed in and knocked down. I fought back hard, but I was still overpowered by it. He was just about to finish me off. Something miraculous happened. An old man appeared in the house. He was my father, but he should have died. All of this was because of that. I accidentally discovered that the person I was talking to on the radio was my father. Guessed it was because the aurora appeared, caused a disruption in time and space, and what he did 30 years ago would also be 30 years later. This gave me a chance to change my father's. I asked my father to do what I said tomorrow, because he would sacrifice it to save someone tomorrow. I told him the results of tomorrow's game to prove I wasn't lying, but my father refused to believe me. I felt desperate. The next day, when my colleagues and I were at the bar, I suddenly had many new memories in my mind. I knew my father had survived. I went back home. Sure enough, there was a message my father had left on the tape. My father and I talked about many things. I was happy that he'd been with me for another 20 years. I hoped he could quit smoking so he could live a little longer, but my father seemed unwilling. While I was sleeping, new memories appeared again. My mother had died 30 years. How was this possible? I called my mother, who worked as a nurse at the hospital. Phone number had changed to a restaurant. Back at Lee Station, I discovered my mother had been killed by a serial killer 30 years ago. I realized my father must have changed. I hurried home to ask my father. My father said he had only gone to the hospital to see my mother. For my mother's safety, my father and I had to find the killer as soon as possible. I asked my father to follow the next victim, hoping to find the killer. Unexpectedly, my father told me he had been attacked by the killer, who stole his driver's license from his wallet. I was very happy because the killer's fingerprints must have been left on the wallet. Father stored the wallet in the corner of the room, found it at home. Back at police station, I was shocked to discover, after comparing, that the owner of this fingerprint was a retired police officer. He should have died 30 yeyears ago, but my mother saved him that day. It was the same day my father went to find my mother. So 30 years ago, he only killed 3. Now he had killed 10 people, including my mother. I warned Jack, who was still alive. He had found the first victim body. We would soon be able to track him down. Then I went home to tell my father to remind the police that Jack killed. Unexpectedly, my father was framed by Jack. The evidence used to frame him was my father's driver's license. In panic, my father broke the radio. My father and I lost contact. When the radio was repaired by my father that evening, he told me Lise had found evidence of Jack's crime, and he had also killed Jack. But I felt strange. My mother still hadn't survived. Just as I was puzzled, Jack suddenly attacked me. Just as he was about to shoot, a miracle happened. My father appeared, killed Jack. I hugged my father. Turned out my father had also encountered Jack's attack 30 years. He had blown off one of Jack's hands but failed to catch Jack. But he learned from the radio that Jack come to attack her. After today, the aurora was, so he quit smoking and decided to live well. He waited till this day.